Hello, everybody. My name is Zach, and welcome back to another movie review. This time, we're going to do Beetlejuice. So, Beetlejuice is a movie that came out 30 to 40 years after the original, which I swear, movies these days, they're either out, like a sequel is usually out 10 years after the first one, or 20. Examples are The Incredibles 2 and the Space Jam 2 movie. However, this one is actually pretty good. First, I'm going to talk about some of the positives. As always, Michael Keaton kills it as Beetlejuice. I swear, every role he's in, he's like the best actor in it. Even like Birdman, the Batman movies, even when he's not the main character like the Flash, he is still the best part of that movie. Everyone else that came back is great, like Lydia and her stepmother. They're all great. I do also like that this movie explored the afterlife a bit more. It was cool seeing how they basically live the same world as ours, kinda, just that they're dead, and it's gruesome. Yeah, it explored a little bit in the first one as well, but not as much as this one. And we got some welcome additions like Astrid, who is Wednesday, in case you guys didn't know. Astrid's a nice addition. Willem Dafoe kills it as well. Bob is another great one. Rest in peace, Bob from the movie. Spoilers, sorry. One thing I was surprised about was that both Barbara and Adam didn't return for their role. Now, yes, it did mention that they moved on to the Beyond, but I was expecting like one appearance. Like, okay, let's take an example, two examples, right? In Dark Side of the Dimensions, the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, when Yugi is about to lose, and then Atem shows up last minute just to help him, I thought that was going to be the case here. That they're going to struggle against Beetlejuice, and Adam and Barbara saw from like heaven or whatever, and came to help. Another theory is that if you guys had seen Beyblade Metal Fury, near the end when Ryuga dies and Jingo beats Rago, he looks up in the skies and asks Ryuga, like, you were watching, weren't you? He looks for a second and smiles and just walks, like, faces the other way. I thought maybe that could have been a cameo too. Like, they're not dead. I looked it up before, and no, I don't. None of the actors are dead, and I didn't hear anything about them being, like, retired or anything. I don't know. I mean, if they didn't want to come back, that's okay. It's just I was a little surprised, is all. Um, there was one character, I forgot his name, but the love interest that Wednesday had, I mean, not Wednesday, sorry, Astrid. I'm sorry, after watching Wednesday, like the first season, it's just very distracting now. Not a bad thing, but, hang on. What was his name again? Jeremy in the movie. He kind of breaks the rules when it comes to this movie, because, like, he's able to leave his house into the tree, right? But wouldn't that mean, like, as soon as he steps out of his house, that he should be able to just get put into that sandworms world? Because, like, that does not make any sense. Because if you think about the first one, right? Both Adam and Barbara couldn't leave their house at all, even though they died, like, way far out near that bridge. So wouldn't they be able to go towards that bridge and still be fine? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little unfair, to be honest. But, I don't know. Maybe things have changed. And here is my problem with the first one that this one does better is that they were able to beat Beetlejuice really easily in the first movie, but in this one, while it is still easier, it's not as easy. Like there's still a little challenge, of course, but I don't know. I did like that a lot. That it was more of an obstacle. And also, the church scene was just so funny. I can't tell if it's better or just as hilarious as the dinner table in the first one, where they're all dancing up there. That was hilarious, I must say. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, another thing I really liked about this movie is that it went over Beetlejuice's backstory a little bit more. That he was a thief of dead bodies, which I thought that was pretty cool. And that he also had a love interest, Dolores, I think her name was. I don't know. The Soul Sucker. Which I do have a question about that. So, you have the regular world, right? Then you have the afterlife, which is where they all live in. Then you have the train that leads you to the great beyond, which I'm assuming is heaven. We did see a glance of Jeremy going to hell, which I want to talk about that again after. I apologize, I'm all over the place. And then, with the Soul Sucker, where would you go exactly? Like, would you just be asleep permanently, or would it be hell? I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully, maybe we can get an explanation in Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. With Jeremy, when it came to the dynamic between Jeremy and Astrid, sorry, I always have to keep looking up the name because I'm used to Wednesday. At first, I didn't really think much about it. And then once after he did reveal that he was a ghost and she just went along with it, it actually reminded me of Halloween Ends, where he manipulates her, Laurie's granddaughter, and then he kind of used her to her advantage, kind of. Now, to be fair, the killer for Halloween Ends, not Michael, didn't actually use her, but still, just that manipulation and hate, like, not really hatred, but like on his side, that actually kind of played in this movie, which I did like. Now, Halloween Ends is not that good. It was okay, I guess, but still, that's a different lesson. And then Rory, I think his name is, the husband or whatever. Holy shit. Like, you can tell right away that he doesn't actually want to be with her. Like, geez, Astrid and stepmother even knew that this was coming. Like, they knew that he wasn't going to be. I'm surprised it took Lydia this long. Like, I'm surprised it took her. Like, I'm surprised that Lydia's arch nemesis, Beetlejuice, actually made her. Like, she believed him afterwards. Like, and he's all with all types of different gadget shits too. So you couldn't have believed it yourself. I'm assuming that Astrid and your stepmother, didn't actually like him and say like, "Oh, this is not a bad idea." You didn't believe them, but you're okay with believing Beetlejuice. Now, yeah, he is a troop serum, but still, he can pull anything. So I did really like it. I can't really think of anything else to say. It is a fun movie. I will give it that. If you guys want to watch it, by all means, it's a fun, casual movie. Nothing too, like, groundbreaking or anything. Beetlejuice was confirmed. So I'm kind of curious to see where exactly the story will take next. There are different answers, I'm sure. I want to say one, but I don't want it to be a potential spoiler, so I'll just keep it to myself unless you guys want me to talk about it. But yeah, overall, give this movie a shot. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want, I could do the third one if it comes out. Let me know. But thank you everyone again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.